Hello everybody, we are at the Washington D.C. Cherry Blossom Festival, and let me tell you, we are only 4 days past peak bloom. And while it might look like I'm all by myself here, if you can hear by the background noise, I am with a lot of other people. So I'm going to give you a few tips today, show you around, give you the top spots to see the cherry blossoms, when the best time to come and see it all, and anything you need to survive the crowds at the Cherry Blossom Festival. So let's go. As you can see, I was not joking around that it is packed here. There are people literally everywhere. Blossoms are something to behold, just so pretty. And this is 4 days past peak bloom. We're here on April 7th, and actually it's 6 days past because April 1st was peak bloom here in DC, and you can see the blooms are still well worth the visit. So one of the tips I will give you is that while most people head to the Washington Monument when they get off at either LaFont Plaza or at the Smithsonian, they head right to the Washington Monument. And that's pretty as well. But your peak blooms and where you're going to get the most amount of blooms is going to be at the tidal basin. However, if you take the route that goes towards the Washington Monument, you're going to be met with hordes and hordes of crowds because that's where all the main booths are and exhibits are. If you go the other way and head towards the tidal basin first, you'll avoid 90% of the crowds. You'll have a little easier path. One of the things I get asked frequently, is it worth it coming down here during the Cherry Blossom Festival because of the crowds? And I think it absolutely is. There's something so beautiful about our nation's monuments being framed by these beautiful cherry blossoms that's so unique to DC, and the festival itself has a ton to offer. I'm going to show you some of the things coming up. So one thing that I get asked a lot as well is, should I come on a weekday or a weekend? Does it matter? You're going to have crowds no matter what day of the week you come if it's during the festival, especially right around peak bloom. Peak bloom is going to be your busiest day, but even if it's a weekday, don't be fooled. You might think everybody's at work and it'll be slow. No. You have lots of school tour groups that come in the spring, so you'll have lots and lots of kids during the week. On the weekends, you get a mixture of international travelers and families that are visiting the area for their spring break. So just be prepared for crowds no matter when you come. Probably a little less on the weekdays than on the weekend, but still gonna be crowded. Better photo ops. Along here, this little section here has a lot of low-hanging cherry blossom branches, which make it a great photo op to frame your photo, as well as to get some great shots of the Washington, or of the Jefferson Memorial over here. So you see how you can get a great shot framing the Jefferson Memorial because you have those low-hanging branches, and you can frame your shot to include the blossoms as well as the monument. One of the better spots for the low-hanging branches here and framing the Jefferson Memorial is actually right near the paddle boat stand. I'm going to take you over there and show you if it's worth it or not. You have to decide, but I'll show you the prices for this year, 2019. You can decide if that's worth it for you. Obviously, you see a lot of people partake in that. It's a great way to see the cherry blossoms, but obviously it's a paddle boat. You need to work. So don't think you're going to just leisure cruise around there. But as you can see, there's a ton. But also beware, there's also equally amount of people here. So while there's a ton of paddle boats and there are a ton of great photo ops right along here because of the branches, all the people are here too. This is one of the more famous trees right here because it frames so nicely, and as you can see, you can stand with the full cherry blossoms behind you, but you do have to watch your head. It's not very tall and it does block the path, but as you can see, there's a million people in here getting their photos taken because of the way the blossoms come down and the branches come. All right, so we were wondering about the paddle boats. So here we are at the entrance of the paddle boats. There's a line here. It goes all the way down. So first of all, it is a very busy place to be. Second of all, it is $20 for a two-seater for an hour, $30 for a four-seater for an hour. So I guess if you have 4 people, it might be worth it. But the line to get one is all the way down here. So I imagine it's a good hour, 2-hour wait to get one. I don't personally think it's worth it. But if you're from out of town and you want to spend your time that way, go for it. So we are now at the main part where the National Cherry Blossom Festival tents are and booths are. As you can see, we have our information booth, and they have maps and things of that nature. They also have an ANA stage. ANA is obviously the Japanese airline. They are one of the main sponsors, and you can see this is their schedule of events for today, which is a Sunday. But the information booth has a map of where all the cherry blossoms are, everything you need to know, and they have those that you can take with you to help guide you around if you are lost. Just so you know where this is, it is not that far from the Tidal Basin entrance. Then of course there's lots of merchandise, which I'm going to take this in. I'm not going to talk while I'm shopping, but we're just going to walk in and shop. Another store, it's more smaller stuff, so it's keychains and things like that, where the other one had t-shirts and everything. This has more like ornaments, things of that nature. And then there are of course food facilities. Obviously you're going to be paying top dollar, but if you're in a pinch and you just need something, or the kids are driving you nuts because they need a snack, they do have food facilities here as well. Cool things about the National Cherry Blossom Festival for the residents of this area. It really is the kickoff to spring, and usually Mother Nature cooperates. Today we have 70-degree weather. Yesterday was about the same except more sun, and it usually tends to be our first really truly warm spring weekend that we end up enjoying here in DC. So Mother Nature has been kind to us with that, and we appreciate it because it's beautiful here today, and we're excited to get spring and summer started here in DC. Cherry Blossom Festival is put on by the National Park Service. So you can find out a lot more information at nationalparks.org and find out all the festivities, but you can also go to the event website, which I will link in the comments below. So you can check out all of the festivities and schedule of events each day at the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Vuelvo de nuevo a esta ciudad que tantas penas y alegrías me causó y tanta desilusión. Las caras nuevas me saludan, mezclando vencedores y vencidos, los que nunca se cansaron de intentar, porque todos se...
So a less popular spot, but still very busy, is the Tulip Blossoms here right behind where the cherry blossoms are. You can see we were just over there by the cherry blossoms, and right over here are the tulip fields. They are gorgeous at this time of year. They've just bloomed, and as you can see, there's a million people here, but some great opportunities for some beautiful, colorful shots of the tulips. Again, you saw the beautiful varieties of tulips and early spring blooms here, but there's equally as many people as there are beautiful blooms to take photos of. But they make for some great photo ops. Spring Easter pictures or just family portraits are taken here a lot, just because it's the natural beauty and the blooms are beautiful. Travel Nation, we have had a great time here at the National Cherry Blossom Festival, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the sights and the different photo ops and things going on at this festival. I'll link the websites below so you can plan your own awesome DC adventure during the National Cherry Blossom Festival next time it rolls around. If you have questions, ask me in the comments. I'd be happy to answer for you. Check out my other videos on other destinations. Don't forget to like this video. Smash that like button. I appreciate it. And subscribe for more travel related tips, tricks, and videos to great destinations around the world. Have a great day.